microphones. I need my cans, baby. All right, there we are. Hello, 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 hello. Hello.
This is weird.
What is weird?
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, okay.
We're here. We are recording. We are actually 3 or 4 minutes early. Ha! He says. So I'm going to wait to see if we are actually recording, which I'm pretty sure we are, because according to...
a microphone.
You need a microphone?
Yeah, and the little...
All right. So let's see. So this is here. Oh, that was good.
Well, I didn't hear it, so...
Yeah, well, we did. It kind of has that Chinese gong thing going.
Good.
Gong.
Hello,
can you
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good.
All right, I see you now.
How are you?
I am fine.
Good.
All right, so the chat room's up. Yes, we are actually a little early. How is that? So, as they like to say in Hollywood, Dan, thank you and good night. We were here. But yet, I have to get a gulp of my pumpkin spice.
You and your stinking pumpkin spice.
I love pumpkin spice, but I love pumpkin spice only now because it is the first day of fall.
Yes, it is.
Which means, you know,
it's still 95 out.
It's still 95. You got to rake the leaves and cut the grass at the same time now.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, gosh. See, now you'll get to see what I look like putting on these stupid headphones.
Oh, you look lovely.
Because I'm like, oh, no, now it's all slicked my hair back. And no. It's like,
as her hair flows.
Yeah, it's a task.
It is.
Yeah.
Putting on your cans.
Yeah. So, yeah. So they asked if I'd had a bad week. And
did you have a bad week? No, that was not.
No, that was last week. Oh my God. Cannot tell you how glad I am last week is over.
I'm going to turn your microphone down a little bit.
That was crazy.
I'm
loud.
You're blowing your gain, baby.
Blowing my gain. I've never heard that one before. So yeah, last week was, oh my Lord. Oh, that was bad. Anyway, this week was not bad. Today, I was just off, man. It was just, I was just, man, it's like my brain needs to reboot or something.
You've been like that the past week or so.
Dude, I don't even know. Our software at work, where we keep all of our records, all of the calls that the
station does,
the fire trucks run,
right?
All of the inventory that we have, everything, all of the maintenance, the cost, everything. It's a big deal.
Yes.
I deleted one of the trucks.
Oops.
By accident.
Can I have it? I always wanted my own fire truck. What kind of truck?
It was our 95-foot platform truck.
Oh, a big one.
The ladder truck. Yeah, it was a big one. I mean, like a big one. Yeah. Oh my God.
So you accidentally deleted it?
Oh, it was way by accident because you do not do that on purpose.
How do you delete a truck?
Well, I kind of was entering some stuff in for our assistant chief.
Right.
Again, maintenance stuff that is, our maintenance stuff is not like a car. One part can be $600.
For a truck, I can imagine.
For a fire truck. So nothing's cheap.
Right.
When it comes to this stuff.
Right.
They come at basic $500,000 for some of them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, some of them do. Like ladder trucks.
And that's without air conditioning?
Well, no, it has air conditioning, but no equipment or anything.
Right.
So I'm entering this stuff in and I accidentally entered one thing twice.
Okay.
I'm like, well, I'm being over exuberant. So I went to delete the extra entry.
Right. Wrong.
Well, not only did I delete that entry, I deleted everything that went along with that vehicle to include the vehicle. Gone. Ladder 4 no longer existed in this software.
Wow.
And I thought, and it took me like that long to figure out what I'd done. The horror that went through my body.
Horror.
Dude, you have no idea.
It's seriously one of those, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that moment.
Yes.
It happens to me daily.
Yes. And I thought somebody's going to kill me or make me enter in all this information
well, that
again.
I could say yes.
And I thought, there's no undo button. Undo. I thought, where's undo? This is a word. There's no undo.
Well, weren't there warnings that said if you do this, this is,
I have never deleted anything, so I didn't know what to expect.
Okay.
And I literally, and y'all are gonna laugh, I had to type the word yes.
So it said, are you really, 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 really sure?
And I said, yep.
And you said, yep, and went,
yeah,
okay.
Because I thought, okay, it's asking me if I want to delete this one piece of information.
Right.
It said, so I said, yes, I do.
Yes.
I did not.
Wow.
It did not delete just that one piece of information.
Oh, so it all went.
It all went. So I called the person who is who does our IT stuff for the fire department, who's our liaison through the
right,
town
your buddy.
Yes. I called Carl. I did not want to call Carl.
You don't know how much IT people love these situations. They really do.
I did not want to call Carl, but I had to because I could not fix it. Normally I can fix my little mistakes and nobody's the wiser.
Right.
Not this time.
Wow.
And he said, Amy, how do you even do that? I was like, Carl, just come fix it. Can we fix it? Is it fixable? He said, do you know how to? If I knew, I would not call you. I would just fix it and I would not have told anybody.
Yes.
So he had to come over there, verify that there was a backup done. When the backup was done.
Who was responsible? Is Carl responsible for the backups?
I think they schedule him or something.
Okay.
I don't know. Fortunately, there was a backup done 11 o'clock last night, and they had not run anything.
Right, so you're all set.
Not really.
No?
No, because they had run 3 calls.
You had to put that in.
No, they had not put them in yet.
Oh, so they're behind, which makes it gooder for you.
Yes.
Yes, there is a word called gooder.
And I'm like, oh, I'm so awesome. So I told the battalion chief, I was like, hey.
Guess what?
Guess what I did? His eyes got big as saucers. I was like, man, I did not do this on purpose. I would never, ever, ever do this on purpose. And I will never type the word yes again for the rest of my life. He just laughed. He said, all right, you have really never done this before, have you? I said, no. Does this look like I've done this before? So, yeah. I stressed and I felt horrible.
Yeah.
I absolutely felt horrible.
Oh, that's
because I don't know how to enter their fire reports, or
right.
I would have done it for them.
Right.
So, yeah. So I had to go back and re-enter my stuff, which
right.
was one little thing.
Yeah.
Compared to all their stuff.
Which they hadn't put in yet.
Which I didn't know. They hadn't even put it in yet.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. Guys.
You would have ended up owing somebody bagels and donuts and stuff.
I was figuring out what they wanted for dinner or lunch or something, because I'm like, I owe these guys so big.
That's funny.
It was terrible. And I still feel bad.
Yeah.
Because all their staff activities. I mean, just the whole I'm like, oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, I felt horrible. I felt so bad. I told the battalion chief, I was like, what do I have to do? I said, do I have to like buy them dinner, buy them lunch, both? What we got to do? What we got to do?
What do we got?
He laughed. He
well,
said,
what's for dinner?
Yeah. He's like, don't worry about it.
That's funny.
So yeah, that was my.
That was good. That was good.
No, that was really no bueno.
No bueno?
No, friend.
No. Wow.
Why do you have all that?
Because it's got different things, and I'm just looking up something.
Oh.
Okay, so this all.
But yeah, that was my really bad thing for today. Fortunately, I am off for tomorrow.
Are you now?
Yeah, and now I can just kind of chill and.
Wow.
And reset my brain, apparently.
Well, there you go. Well, there's, let's see, other stuff going on in the world. Yeah, other stuff going on in the world.
Other than my snafu?
Other than your snafu. This is one of those interesting sites. People wonder when we do the pre-show, do we have scripts and Word docs and show notes when we do it? We really don't. We walk in, we sit.
I don't even know what we're talking about tonight.
And we talk about stuff.
I sat down with coffee and I'm like, all right,
what do you want?
What we got?
What you got? So we really don't. So if we are not extremely active doing something, it's like, all right, what are we going to talk about tonight? So that's why
I could bring in some knitting and do that during the show, but he won't let me.
Yeah, that's not as exciting as watching paint dry or anything, but
depends on who you ask, Fran.
I tell you, Fran.
That's my new thing.
So anyways, because you've been a little more Southern accent lately anyways, because we talk about stuff. Yeah, I reckon has come up a lot.
Has it really?
Yes, I'd say something. I reckon.
Really?
I'm sure you. Yes, a lot, especially past week.
Really?
I talk about something. I reckon.
Who have I been talking to?
I don't know, but wow,
they're Southern apparently.
Yeah, so it's been a slow week geocaching. Now, everything changes after today, because tomorrow I've got to pack the car.
Why?
Because we've got NCGO's Fall Fling coming up on Saturday.
Oh well, yeah, but they're just in Raleigh.
Well, yeah. So it's luckily for this, it's a real short trip. It's like
30 minutes.
Yeah, it's about a half hour, but it's a grueling half hour.
Oh my God! Really?
I'm just saying. And I look at the weather, and it's like rainy, cloudy. Saturday's sunny and 87. Rainy.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy how that worked.
Yeah, they lucked out.
2 years ago, we didn't go last year for some silly reason, and then the year before that, we went, and the first 3/4 of the day, it was nice out. It was nice. It was pleasant. And then just before the dinner and the silent auction and all the rest of this stuff, it poured. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the last time, just to tell for people to go in their Wayback Machine, we had the Goodyear man.
Yeah.
That we were doing
sure did.
The pictures with.
Because we had the
cutout that we were able to get.
Yeah.
And then we got rained on and completely ruined it. But pumpkin spice. So yeah, it was one of those type things. So on Saturday, if you're in the North Carolina Raleigh area, come on by. There's the NCGO Fall Fling it's Fall Fling 11 for 2016. It's in B. Umstead Park, State Park, which it's a beautiful park, nice trails, really, really pretty place. It's kind of been Ping was there. Yep, got a photo. It's a very pleasant place to go. We got our little 10x10 tent we set up. We got a table there. It's been in my
car since I don't know when.
Since
Moga.
Mugo. I don't know, a Three Stooges thing came up, and I'm not going to do it. Anyways, so yeah, that's how long it's been. So it's been that long. So I got to pack up the car. I got to take the chairs that have been in my trunk since forever and put it in, and have yours out of your. Did we take the tent out of your car?
No, it's been in my car since Moga.
Okay, so I got to move it from her car to my car.
Are you not just listening to what I just said?
Huh? No. So that's how that is. And then we go, and like I said, it's a nice half-hour trip. We're going to give some stuff away. We'll be selling.
We are?
Yes, we're going to give a couple of things away. Actually, what we're going to give away.
I just get in the car.
All right. Dang, it's going to be one of the things I wanted to give away. Shoot. I'm going to have to replan this. So we got a bunch of our our glow-in-the-dark trackable tags that we're going to give away for some, and then we'll sell for the other ones. And we're just going to have a good time. The fun thing that I'm going to have with this is all the people that are the people that are going to make Geo Woodstock 15 work are going to be there. So we're going to be able to talk to them and get things straightened away. And do I? No, that is not. That is my uncle. My Uncle Cornelius. Yes, my Uncle Cornelius. I'm trying to think. Silver and Oh, I know that thing. I actually
Silver
have.
I can't wait
I
till
got
it
the
comes
little.
on.
I got the little characters. They're all stuffed characters I've had for like
Yeah.
15 years, 20 years. Absolutely. So yeah, NCGO is a riot. It's a
Yay!
great time. We are going to be donating a bunch of stuff for the silent auction this year, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then wife Amy and I will be competing directly with each other for the silent auction because
We always do.
hey, we got a really matter of fact, it's right over here. We got a really cool birdhouse cache last time we were there that I
we
won.
did. That I won.
That I won.
I put his tickets in for stuff that I wanted.
Yes, I said just go because I was busy doing stuff, and it's like go put them in. You know what I like? There it is, the birdhouse. So she said, "Oh, the birdhouse I want." Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. So we'll be going to this one and just having a good old time. It's
there
fun.
we are.
Yeah, we're to the on the right hand side.
There.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So that was a lot of fun, and it's just a pleasant. It's just North Carolinians are very pleasant people, and to just sit there and kick back and talk about stuff is awesome. They got a lot of cool things going on this year at Fall Fling. The silent auction's just one of them. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a pleasant place just to walk. There's geocaches all over the place.
I'll be at the tent.
And we'll be at the tent and we'll be doing stuff. So she's got a knit. So she will be
doing... I have stuff to get done.
Yeah.
Still gotta make that baby thing.
Huh?
For the other person.
Don't we both have to talk about things like that before we get into that?
For the other person.
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about. For that lady.
When somebody, your wife says, I need to make that baby thing with another person, I'm like, huh?
No, for that lady.
And that even just gets even more weird. So I'm just saying you are just spinning here.
No, her sister is pregnant.
Okay.
And she wanted me to make something for her.
Oh, the candy corn for the baby.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, she's knitting a baby candy corn kit costume.
Yes.
And it's very simple. You make this.
Looks like a bag.
It's like a bag. The bottom part's orange. The middle part is yellow, and there's a white cap that goes on the baby. And you place the baby in this nice, comfy knitted bag, and you and it's
put
got
a little pointy hat on it.
It looks
like a candy corn.
He's a baby candy corn.
Yeah.
Or she. So yeah. So she's making that for that's one of the many things she's been working on.
Yeah, I gotta get started on that again.
Oh boy, I tell you. So yeah, that's all part of the fun.
Busy.
Yeah, so Fall Fling's a riot. We just had a good time with that.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see. The other stuff they have Pokemon Go. I can hear the booze in the background. Pokemon Go has been dethroned in the App Store. It is no longer
poorly monetized.
It is just plain out of it. I'm waiting for the ad thing to go away. There we go. As I bring it up here. But yeah, it's it ended its 74-day long reign as the highest grossing app in Apple's iStore's history. It was unseated by an old favorite, Clash Royale, with the game introducing new microtransactions, and Go is probably also dropped in part because of its own fading popularity. When they sit there and they say, well, it's been dethroned in the fading popularity, let's just let the number $500 million ring through and say there is nobody anywhere in the Nintendo Niantic crowd going, we only made $500 million.
Mm-hmm.
Do you realize with most gaming apps, if they can sell X number of copies, that's a major success? And Pokemon Go blew anything that ever came out of the water.
Well, and people are still.
It hasn't
playing.
been introduced to a third of the planet yet.
Yeah.
So that's how that goes. But yeah, it's one of those things. So yes, it is no longer the most popular one, but you know what? I think it was a heck of a ride. That they've got a lot of stuff going. They've constantly got updates going, and I'm still playing it. So it's it's one of those things. It's a lot of fun for people that want to get into it. On the other flip side, though, just going after that FTF that I did last week, really kind of had the same effect on me like it did on you when you went for yours.
Yep, got your juices going.
It's like Pokemon Go wasn't turned on. I'm not doing anything. I just wanted that first to find. That was all I wanted. And it really brought back I really want to go out and go geocaching.
Ping's at level 21.
That's very good.
He leveled up fast.
He did. I might be a few levels higher than that, but
Are you serious right now?
I'm just saying. If people were interested.
If you could be just a little less competitive for a moment and say, hey, that's awesome.
I did. It's very awesome.
Stop.
And EDM's at 23. I don't even want to know what Lana Kia is at.
Oh, I don't even know what she's
at. Works on a Pokestop.
Yeah.
I mean, physically works on a Pokestop.
Facebook message her
and see what it is. So anyways, lots of stuff of geocaching, and just had a good time, and it really got me going again to want to go out and find containers. One of the things you want to consider is this weekend, I think you have till Sunday. If you get involved with a CETO event, you get a souvenir for CETO. For October 9th is Earth Cache Day, so you can get an Earth Cache souvenir for that. I literally thought there was only a couple in our area, and most of them were so far away it wasn't even worth going after. There's a place called Raven Rock.
Yes.
Which is, Amy's been wanting us to go there for quite a while. There is a 1-3 Earth Cache at Raven Rock. It's got waterfalls. It's got all sorts of stuff there. So it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to be going for that. Yep. So it's one of those things, you get into ruts, you get into some people like myself. I'm the same way. You start playing something. Amy has a consistent pattern that I've seen of her. She has a attention span when it comes to new things
of a gnat
of about a week and a half.
Yeah,
she'll play it, and if she has no absolute 100% interest in it, she's done. It's over. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, yeah, we're doing this together. Go, go, go. And
done.
Gone. I'm like, really?
I mean, I would play it if you
How am I
going to
be able to trade my
but...
Pikachu for your Mumphalump if you don't have a Mumphalump? I'm just saying, it kind of cuts trading down. One. And then they're going to start battling. That's the thing. I'm really good. I don't want to, everybody's got the big Pikachu or big different Pokemons that they have. I want to have a Weedle Wars. I want to have it with the smallest runt of the
a Weedle
Pokemons
versus a Caterpie.
Yeah, and just go for it.
It'd be like,
here, I'm touching you. I'm touching you. So yeah, I want to do that, and that's supposedly coming. That is supposedly really? Coming. Yeah, the battles are where you can literally, because right now everybody plays their biggest cards. They play their biggest Pokemon they have, and all the middle and lower ends are just ignored. There's nothing you can really do with them right now.
Poor Caterpie.
Poor little Butterfree. So now they're going to have battles where you can have anything against anything.
Yeah.
And that, like I said,
first see two Kakundas fight.
What are they going to do? Nudge each other?
They rock back and forth.
So Pidgey Wars. So you can just have it out. Or rat attacks. That would be awesome. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So that'll gain it, but I need a person to play it with.
Oh, cool.
So yeah.
Whatever, man. I just, I'm just not a gamer.
Yeah.
I'm just not that person. I'd rather be outside doing something real instead of trying to catch these little virtual things.
Right.
And that was fun for a while, but now I'm bored with it.
Okay. So anyways, that's where that's at in the old Pokemon Go world.
I got to level 21 and I'm like, I don't really care anymore. I tried to care, but I didn't.
Yeah. So that's how that goes. Let's see. What other goodies do I got here? So that was the big thing for Pokemon. What's up here for view geocaching map? Let's see what that has.
Yeah.
That's some stuff. We got a couple minutes to kill. Oh, they've got direct link. What am I looking at? Zachary Way, Cleveland. No, this is right where we're at. Oh, it's a direct link to the maps. I don't see anything new on it. I don't know why they hid that in there. That was interesting. They've got a thing called View Geocaching Map in the, because I get Google alerts, and that's whatever subjects that I'm interested in, they send me about pretty much daily on all sorts of things. And literally the only thing they have is it says View Geocaching Map, and it brings up the geocaching map. Yay! Thanks. I couldn't have done that on my way.
Right.
Yeah.
For the love of geocaching.
Yeah, for the love of geocaching part 2. Let's see what this is. Oh, that's pretty.
That's a cool tree.
That's a nice tree. Young members of the Myers family enjoy some geocaching while on vacation at Dolphin Island. Cool. One of the best parts about geocaching is that you can
get interrupted by an ad.
I hate ads. Go away. Die. Continuing to cite in 8 seconds. We will force you to watch this ad about whatever we're going to tell you. And then after you're ready to scream, we will give you control back to the ad that you were looking at. By the way, click here to go to site. Okay, one of the best parts about geocaching is that you can quite literally do it absolutely anywhere. That's not really true. If you were in the lava pits of Hawaii, there are sections that are not
or
really,
Yellowstone National Park. Just ask that guy. Oh, that's right. You can't.
Ow. Hey. Just saying. I don't know why this brought this up. What brought this up? I read the article about the guy who he was loaded with cameras and his recording equipment and went to Central Park in New York at 1:00 in the morning and got mugged. Playing Pokemon. Gotcha. Doing his thing, doing Pokemon in Central Park at 1 a.m. What could happen?
You don't belong in Central Park at 1 a.m.
Any more than you do with eating a peanut butter sandwich in Yosemite Park. I'm just saying. Come on, use some brains here. So anyway, one of the best parts of geocaching is that you can quite literally do absolutely anything, anywhere. If you missed the last article, geocaching.com defines geocaching as a real-world outdoor treasure hunting game using GPS-enabled devices. Participants navigate to a specific set of GPS coordinates and then attempt, big letters is what I would have put, to find a geocache container hidden at that location. And they go all over about geocaching. And then, good stuff. Nice little article. But I hate this with online stuff. If you go to any article anywhere that's out there, it's worse than the old porn days, I've heard, that when you open up a website and then you get clobbered with 7,000 drop downs.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
It's almost that bad in the online ad business these days. Here, we'll let you see the article, or the one that really gets me is, here, answer these 10 questions. And then we'll let you see the article.
Nope.
And that's when I go and have interesting information and colorful wording for those type articles. Don't do that. That is
I hope they're essay, because I can come up with all kinds of stuff.
It is not one of those things that. All right, this is a title.
B&O Trail.
B&O Trail cleanup event set for Saturday. I'm sorry, anything with BO in the trail cleanup, it must be stinky there. Let's see what it says. This is in.
I wasn't going to go for that one.
Okay. All right. So this is a nice picture, and it's in. Damn it. Another ad loading. All right. Brownsburg geocachers and community members alike have the opportunity to clean up the B&O this Saturday. I'm sorry, at the Cash In Trash Out CETO event. The community cleanup event will be focusing on the B&O Trail section from Ronald Reagan Tunnel to the Tansel Road from 2 to 4 p.m. Saturday. Those interested in helping are asked to meet at the Wyanbrook subdivision in Brownsburg near the shelter at picnic area at 2 p.m. CETO events are awesome, and I love them. I think they're great. Some people don't like them because, we got to pick up icky trash. You know what? That's part of the world is our game board. So why shouldn't we be able to help clean those up? That's why CETO events are important, and it does help, and it's awesome.
Let's go to something else.
All right. So that's that. Let's see. You wanted to look at the GeoTrail alert?
Yeah.
Let's see. The ultimate guide of exploring heart of the Civil War heritage. I think this was up in, I want to say West Virginia.
It was Philadelphia Magazine. But
Okay.
But I don't know.
All right. GeoTrail alert, your ultimate guide to exploring heart of the Civil War heritage area. Looking for a cool way to find your park, and initiative from the National Park Service to commemorate its 100th anniversary. The Heart of the Civil War Heritage Area is launching a new GeoTrail in October with 15 geocaches located in historic sites throughout the region, and you won't get any hints out of us cheaters.
Heritage area sites include the Chesapeake and Ohio Canal National Historical Park.
Yeah.
NPS Visitor Center, Brunswick Heritage Museum, Smoketown Brewing Station, and Beans in the Belfry.
All right.
So, yeah.
Beautiful stuff. Nice,
yeah, that's nice.
I like the GeoTrails where you've got 13 to 15 of them.
Yeah.
That you can spend an afternoon and go for. A lot of the other ones are spread out over such a long distance, or it's going to take you 3 months to get a GeoCoin. And for the people that love the challenge, go for it. I personally would love to have it so that, because I'm in the mood to go on this trail today, let's go do it. Because in another week or so, I may I may not be as gung-ho about it as others.
Yeah. I mean, I like exploring those areas, but
right.
I'm not going to
185 mile
I'm not gonna explore an entire state, or I would explore an area,
right?
But not a whole state in one day.
Yeah,
or even I would do it as my time goes on, but not to get the coin.
Yeah, but again, it's something to do. Go check them out. It's something exciting. It's something real, and it's something that you got to use your brain and actually find things.
Yeah,
which is good.
Yeah, because clearly mine isn't functioning lately.
All right, I think
it's a whole fire truck.
It happens, honey. Believe me. Let's put it this way.
Not that often. Believe me.
Back when I worked in support for Sterling Commerce many, many years ago, big B2B EDI company, and
you sound like Porky Pig just then.
That's all, folks. There was a major company, of which I will not say, that was huge and is still huge. That they had their entire EDI system, which means that all their trading partners, the companies that interact with this big company, all that they had in there, and they lost their backup because they hadn't done one in like 6 months.
Oh my Lord.
This is a major company.
That's not right.
Yeah, and I was fortunate enough to be in the conversation with the CEO at the time, and my boss, and my boss's boss, and my boss's boss's boss, and I was the technical advisor for it. And to sit there and explain, you don't have a backup for this. Fortunately, somebody somewhere in an obscure satellite office actually did do backups, but nobody knew about it. But the surprise to them of, what do you mean we don't have a backup? Yes, Cloak and Digger. So yeah, it happens. And the last thing you want to have is, what do you mean my backup didn't work? So
Yeah.
yeah.
I was thankful for that backup. I can tell you that.
Yeah. So just
I did
saying,
not want to
it happens
re-enter
to the
that
best of
stuff.
us. IT is made for
It was my
greatness.
saving grace today.
All right. So I think it's about ready, folks. Good stuff. Good talk. That was our GeoSnippets Reboot Podcast Patreon pre-show. Thank you so much for that. I greatly appreciate it. I think it is about time, don't you?
Sure.
That we can actually go on and discuss other things of a geocaching nature,
Hmm.
which is fun. Go figure on a geocaching podcast. All right, folks, sit back, relax, get your favorite libation, your favorite snack. The GeoSnippets Reboot Podcast is coming at you right about now. Well, hello, and welcome. Welcome to the GeoSnippets Reboot Podcast. I'm your host, Andy HeadHardHat Smith, and I'm here with the wonderful, the delightful, she stole it right out of my closet with my tie-dye t-shirt.
It is mine.
I disagree.
You hung it on your side.
Exactly, which makes it mine.
You have two of the exact same shirt.
And two are not enough.
One of them is mine.
That is all in perspective. Anyways, wife Amy, who apparently is very selfish, is here too. So I just thought I'd bring it up to you. We are recording live at the GeoSnippet Studios here in Raleigh, North Carolina on September 22nd, 2016. And and my wife is going Jewish. Hey, Scott Burks, just saying. Yes. How's it going? Jewel caching day. I'm just saying. Yeah, there's Ping and I over at the
yeah, maybe the same shirt you're wearing now.
Huh?
Is it the same shirt you're wearing now?
I think no. This is actually not the same shirt.
Okay.
Look how colorful that one is, though.
Yeah, it's very colorful.
Kind of tells you how much the difference is. If you can tell the color, if the colors are vibrant, they're newer shirts. I just ordered 3 more.
Yeah, one's actually mine.
I actually ordered it for wife Amy because I'm just that kind of a guy. But yeah, tie-dye shirts are awesome. And I ordered 3. I actually ordered my Halloween shirt, which is awesome. I ordered another shirt.
And the Michelin Man.
That's really cool. Anyways, I like colors. Anyways, and the third one, wife Amy has this thing about sea turtles. And she loves sea turtles. So the one that I ordered for is what we call an electric blue tie-dye shirt with a rainbow form of a sea turtle on the front of it. It's really cute, very nice, and I'm sure she'll love it. So yeah, I try to think of her, but all she can do is walk off with my stuff. So just saying.
Are you serious?
And don't call me Shirley. And she grabs the thick of my skin under my arm with my bee sting, so that I can be serious. I forget which movie that was out of. Be serious. Well, besides Batman and Joker.
Why so serious?
Why so serious? Anywho, banter-wise, not a lot this week geocaching up to this point, but we are getting ready for this Saturday for the NCGO Fall Fling 11 for 2016. The Fall Fling is awesome. It's one of the major events in the North Carolina area for the year, and it's an amazingly wonderful event. And wife Amy and I will be there. We'll have our booth set up like we normally do. They love us when we're there. I've always had a good time with it. So we'll have our 10 by 10 tent up and our table, and we've got some stuff that we're going to be giving away and selling some of our patches and things like that. So we will be there having a good time. And then I have already volunteered. Did you volunteer for anything?
Nope.
Okay. When they're serving the actual food and the for the meal, the main meal that's there, I'm going to be help serving there too. So when Ping comes by, if he notices that I stick my finger in his food, he'll know why. Just saying. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and it's a great thing. They have silent auctions. They've got the bee hunt this year,
Mhm.
which if you can see my arm, that
Right.
is, thank you, honey. That is a bee sting, my very first bee sting I
Ever in
ever
his
in my life I
life.
had on Sunday, and it's much better now. I'm just saying. Um,
Yeah, he had no idea what to expect. I'm like, your first bee sting
yeah, that was my first,
ever?
and it was interesting because when we did this real quick, when I was there were a bunch of bees flittering around. My granddaughter was there. My daughter was there. Amy was there. My granddaughter's adopted parents were there. Everybody was there having a good time. And we're sitting there, and a bee comes in, and it flies right into, because my one of my tie dye shirts has a longer sleeve to it, and it kind of flew into between my skin and the t-shirt, tried to get itself out, wrapped itself up, and then stung me, and then took off.
Yes.
And the worst thing, because my granddaughter absolutely loves any critter there is, except for something that flies. Terrifies her. Absolutely. She's picking up fish, she's picking up snakes, she's picking up, whatever she can get her hands on, and absolutely loves it. But if it flies, it absolutely bugs her to death, pun intended. So I'm not going to make a big deal because I just got stung for the first time by a bee. But I didn't know, am I susceptible to shock? Am I going to have my tongue turn purple and let me fall over? So I just kind of politely went over and said to Amy, hey, by the way, I just got stung for a bee for the first time. Could you kind of keep an eye on me? Because I have no idea what
Yeah, he
happens
didn't know
if,
if he was allergic or
yeah,
what.
yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I get this thing. Next thing I know, the next day, it's like huge. The whole side of my arm is just turning beet red and hot and all the rest of it. I'm like, is this normal? And so she ends up calling her brother, who's a paramedic, and he's like, yeah,
I'm
don't.
like freaking out,
Yeah.
because all your brain cells leave your head clearly when it's your family. And so I called him. I was like, "Hey, dude, I just want to clarify and make sure that I'm not gonna like, he's not gonna die here." And so I told him, and he just laughed and he's like, "Yes, Amy, he's gonna be fine.
Mhm.
Just do this." I said, "Okay, you're sure?" He said, "Yes."
Yeah. So,
So
yeah, they hurt, they
yeah,
suck, and then they itch. They don't tell you that part.
yeah.
And then, like I said, this is since Sunday, and it's still red.
Well, and with you being diabetic, I mean, it's going to be a little
Yeah, it's going to be
different
a little
too.
different.
Yeah.
I do not recommend it. So please,
Well,
please stay
and like
away
they're
from
saying in the
bees.
chat room, yellow jackets
Yes.
and hornets
Yes.
and wasps and stuff, that's it. They're a whole lot worse than this.
Are they really?
Yeah,
Well, I got an owie and I don't like it. I'm just saying.
I know you don't.
Yeah, so that's what ended
Oh,
up
Ping
happening
has an
this week.
EpiPen.
Yeah, there are people that you got to have the EpiPen
Yeah,
because you just don't know.
one guy I work with, he got stung in the back of the head by a wasp, and he said it felt like he got hit in the head by somebody.
Well, there's actually I talked
So
to
yeah, I mean, it's
there's a
they
guy.
aren't as bad as most things.
Yeah, the guy that turns on and off the water in the area. He happened to be working on the house next to us when I was leaving out, and I jokingly said, "Hey, how many black widows have you seen today?" Because I know they love hiding in the little shut-off areas.
Hmm.
And he said, "Oh, I just cut off 2 or 3 of them just now when I was doing this." I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, but those aren't the worst. The ones that get him are the bullet wasps." And I said, "What's a bullet wasp?" He says, "Well, they make these little tubes, and they live in the ground, and these type of areas where the water turn off and outlets are." He says when they get startled, they shoot out of those things, and it's when you get hit, it's like being hit by a bullet, is what it feels like supposedly.
Hmm.
And he says, "I get that about 2 times a year." I'm like, "Whew, no thanks."
Yeah. Then there's ground wasps
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff out there.
that's what my dad got. He he hurt his back and ended up in the hospital.
Really?
Yeah. Um,
Wow.
running from wasps
Yeah.
because he slipped and fell.
Yeah. It's gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm like, don't run.
Don't run.
Yeah.
Because me, ever since I was a kid, I was absolutely terrified of bees because I'd never been stung, and your imagination's a million times worse. So actually, when I actually got stung, it hurt,
Gosh, itching.
and And I went, oh, so that's what that's like.
Yeah.
But for years, I was absolutely terrified of being stung by a bee. Now it's like, okay, I hit it.
Yeah.
So anyways, moving on, we've got a lot of stuff for you. Let's see. So how can you watch the show? Because they ramble on about stuff every once in a while. They hit that
stuff.
They hit that track and away they go, and they do that. So how can you watch the show live or generally get in touch with these fine folks because they're so personable? At least I am. Amy, not so much.
Don't make me pinch your bee sting.
Watch the live feed or join us in the chat room by going to www.geosnippits.com on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m., 8 o'clock for the pre-show Eastern time. We also have our social media links, including for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and also get into HeadHardHat's Google Plus circle as well, because that's where we get most of our information from the people that we ask geocachers. We've a particular geocaching question, and a lot of times we go through Google Plus with that. So make sure you have HeadHardHat's Google Plus in your circles as well, so that you can get onto that. Plus our polls and things we do with that as well. Finally, we have our voicemail line where you can call in your questions, your comments, or suggestions by calling 919-341-9519, or you don't have to worry about that. Just go over to geosnippits.com or geosnippitsreboot.com, click on the send voicemail tab, and then you get up to 3 minutes to go through and talk about anything you want, show ideas, stuff that we talked about on the show in the past, different things that you want us to talk about, milestones, all that fun stuff. Let us know. We love it, and we love putting it out for the rest of the people in the GeoSnippits universe so that they can listen in on it as well. Let's see. Yes, no. Give it a try. It's fun and it's free. So go ahead and do that. We love hearing from you. This week is for news and stuff. Wife Amy, we are starting to get already
the holiday wish
list.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk about it? And we are already getting people sending in.
Yep. I got some more ideas in the chat room tonight.
Awesome.
Send in an email with up to 5 different things you would like for the holidays this year. And please include your actual name, your geocaching name, and address to gsreboot@gmail.com.
Go for it. I'm going to put this up on the bottom third for people to see it.
Okay. Subject is a holiday wish list 2016. So it's gsreboot@gmail.com. Subject line holiday wish list 2016. All items will be totaled up for a master wish list, which will be disclosed just before Thanksgiving. Your email will become an entry to win prizes throughout the month of December, and all emails must be in for the December drawings by Saturday, November the 19th at 2016. At 2016, really?
Yeah.
We will have a holiday wish list episode the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because normally we're off doing stuff with the family, and we don't have time because our show's on Thursday and so is Thanksgiving. So we do that. We're going to pre-record it.
Oh.
And we will put this out on Thanksgiving Day, and it will be our holiday wish list episode. So that's what we'll have, and we should have some winners on that as well. So it'll be a good fun thing for you to, while you're digesting your turkey or whatever you're eating.
Waking up for your nap.
I'm just saying, and give it a watch, and it'll be very entertaining, I am sure. All right, let's move on to, and I'm going to bring this back up. Let's move on to our GeoSnippits geocaching poll of the week. Let's see. Each week we go out and we ask geocachers through Google Plus a certain question. And this one was actually rather interesting. And it goes something like this, and I'll let wife Amy do this. And I am afraid.
If given a goodly amount of time, read the bottom one. Can you invent a new geocache type? Please leave a rough idea below. We are very curious. And see, I knew you'd like
the
that.
wish list cannot be the items behind us. I'm sorry. We'll look into it. We'll have to talk to certain people to see what's going on.
You can't have our stuff.
Wrong idea, but good. I like it. I like
the way you think, but no.
All right. So given given a goodly amount of time, can you invent a new geocache type? And I thought this was kind of an interesting question because everybody says, well, I would love to see a new geocache type out there.
Come on.
And what can you got some ideas? What do you think? And so, wife Amy, I'm going to bring this up for you, and let's see if you can.
All right.
It's literally down the center. It's down the middle.
Did you really?
It's down the middle. Right down the middle. I just clicked what comes up with that.
Yep.
50-50. Yes or no? Can you do it or can't you?
It is 50-50.
Right down the middle. Now, somebody, Chris put up a camo tent in the forest and call it a walk-in geocache. I like that. Somebody else, and I don't have it in front of me, but somebody else actually put in there. We have enough of them out there. I would rather concentrate on travel bugs. All right.
A lot of kilos at 25.
A lot of kilos at 25 for her level.
Yes.
All right. So there you go for Pokemon Go. So yeah, that was interesting. That was an interesting question. But seriously, everybody says, especially the complainers, and I am one of them, I will say that. If you were complaining about the mouse traps, can you build a new mouse trap? Well, for geocaching, can you make an idea for a viable geocache? Would you do it if you had the time? And I think a lot of people would. There are a lot of creative people out there.
Yeah.
The creative ones I would. The ones that they're like, I'll just be happy with my lamppost hides.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to have.
Now, see, I wouldn't create a new type, but I could create a new cache.
That's a start.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. I mean, I would not create a new type.
Okay.
Unless it was to bring back
something
that I thought was good. That.
Okay, fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I just think there should be different ways of making geocaching more interesting with variety. And a lot of people, could they put their money where their mouth is and say, instead of complaining about it, do something about it?
Yeah, maybe.
So I was curious.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a complaint, then yeah, definitely.
Yep. So anyways, that's our poll of the week. And we do this, if you're interested, we have a link in the show notes where you can find out on how to put HeadHardHat's Google Plus account in your circles. And every time we put something out, we do a poll once a week. We got a lot of questions that we ask. You can join along and get into the polls and also comment right along with us. And we use a lot of that in our shows on a regular basis. All right, good stuff. Let's move on. Tonight's episode is brought to you in part by gxproxy.com and gxproxy.eu for our Europe friends, for cachers serious about leaving their mark.
And also by coinsandpins.com, the best place to get custom coins, geocoins, lapel pins, and patches made. Go through our GeoSnippits links and use the promo code HardHat for a 10% discount. And FYI for our listeners, you can sign up for their newsletter to get notified of when new coins and patches are available for sale. We're also very thankful to all of our sponsors, and if you want to see more of their products, please be sure to go to our GeoSnippits websites and simply click on their logos. Not only do you get great deals, but it helps our program as well.
Absolutely. Moving on. Yeehaw! Yep. GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast, episode 175, Geocaching Pocket Queries. Now, what is a geocaching pocket query? It's actually gone over a couple of names over the years, but it's the one that's most familiar to people, and it's a very useful, useful tool. And let's explain what it is and one of the catches to actually use the tool. The pocket queries are custom geocaching queries that can be downloaded from the website, meaning geocaching.com. They are in a format you can bring along with you on cache hunts on your GPS and or smartphone. You can select .gpx or .loc text files that works with supported software applications. It's a funny way of saying other programs. And the actual Pocket Query URL is www.geocaching.com/pocket. Now, here's the kicker. To be able to utilize Pocket Queries, you have to be a premium member of geocaching.com. In my humble opinion, the $30 a year that you pay to be a premium member is for Pocket Queries. Pocket Queries are that useful. They're used in so many different things. That is your price for admission for being a premium is to be able to use Pocket Queries. So there are many different things that you can do with Pocket Queries. And basically all it is making a list of geocaches based on certain criteria that you can utilize either in the web, your GPS unit, different third-party applications that use them. And it's a way of saying, I'm on a trip and I'm going to this particular area. What are all the geocaches that I'm interested in that area? And putting in this nice convenient list that you can utilize very easily and to go find your geocaches. It's as simple as that. Worth its price of admission. You can run a Pocket Query once or set it to run automatically on a daily or weekly basis. In other words, you can make your list for this and it'll update those particular times. You can run up to 10 Pocket Queries every 24-hour period. But each individual search can only be run once per day. Let's see. We're going to show you some things in here, and I'm going to actually bring up, let's see if I can bring up here, and I will share the screen over here so you fine folks can see it. I just got to bring it up over here. There we go. And I want screen share and this, and then share. I love when it does this. All right, so this is what I have for some of mine that I have. Basically, what it has in here, there are whole areas in here where you can go through it. It'll have all the different applications that you can use with this. It has an entire section here on creating your own Pocket Queries for the first time. Learn how to use other premium features. Licensing agreement, it's like lawyer speak. Who's going to look at that? So there's some different things that you can do for Pocket Queries. One is you can create a new query, and you can do another thing that's called caches along a route. And that's something where it uses the same technology as creating a Pocket Query, but instead of saying, put a pin in the middle of the map and draw a circle that's 10 miles around it and give me every geocache that's in there. That's what a Pocket Query does. You could say, I'm going from here to someplace in West Virginia. And along the route that I'm going to take, if a geocache is within a half mile while I'm going along the route, put this in the list. So you literally got a divided list of going from point A to point B with all the geocaches in between. So you can actually plan a route. Very, very handy thing. We're not going to go too much into that tonight, but we are going to go into Pocket Queries themselves and how to create one and what's involved. When you create Pocket Queries, and these are ones that I have, a lot of times you'll do stuff like you'll want to see all the events that are going to happen at a particular time. And you can go through and set a Pocket Query just for the events if you're interested in that. If you're looking for first to find potentials, in other words, geocaches that just got created that nobody has found yet, go ahead and send up something like that. If you're going to a particular event, like say, for example, this is Geo Woodstock 13, and so it's in another state someplace, give me the 1,000 geocaches that are around there. Pocket Queries are awesome for things like that. And you can make a ton of them. There's just tons and tons and tons of the ones that you want to do. If you want to find geocaches that have only travel bugs in them. I mean, it's just a ton of different things, and we'll show that in. And then what you do is you select each week when you want them to generate. And
Okay.
so, for example, Sunday through Saturday, if I wanted MedThink's a company that I used to work for,
Hmm.
every Tuesday and Thursday, and I guess I don't really even need that anymore. Every Tuesday and Thursday, click off and send me a new list of pocket queries for that particular one, so that I have a fresh list every
Hmm.
time something goes in.
Hmm.
They are awesome to do. They're very, very handy. So let's go over and actually uh, show you how to make one. So you click on create new pocket query, and you're going to give it a name. And for this case, we'll just call it test for that. And today is Thursday, so I wanted it to go off today. So I'm going to click Thursday. You can pick any day you want. You can only run it once a week, or once a day, I should say. There's some cool things that you can set up with this. So, how often you want your query to run? Uncheck the day of the week after the query runs. So, in other words, when Thursday's done, it'll uncheck it. And then after it's done, it'll restart over the following week. Run this query every week on this day scheduled, like that. And also, finally, run this query once, check it, and it's gone. So, you can just delete it. And sometimes you'll have those one time geocaches. You have 500 geocaches total. You can go up to 1,000, and then you go into things like, and this is where you read down your specifics on what you're looking for. In here, you can have for any and all types, or you could select particular types in general that you're looking for. A lot of times, if you're in a hurry and, like, say you're doing a route, you only want traditional caches. You don't want to waste time trying to find a puzzle cache or a multi cache, because that's going to give you too much time where you want to go someplace.
Hmm.
So just do traditionals, that kind. Or you might be going for just one that's set up for a set of events that are going to happen around a mega event.
Or
And
like what's coming up, an Earth cache.
right, exactly. Earth Cache is coming up October 9th. So just click this, and it'll give you, why don't we do just that?
Hmm.
We'll click an Earth Cache in this particular type. What size containers do you want? And Earth Cache doesn't have a container, so you don't have to put this. It automatically says that. So that's also good. But if you're looking for regular type caches, you can choose any of the standard type sizes that you're looking for. Maybe if you're new to geocaching, maybe you only want to look for smalls and regulars or larges, because it's easier for you to find them than going for those other sizes or unknown sizes, or micros, that kind of thing. So if
Hmm.
you're new to it, you may only want to look for smalls, regulars, and larges
Hmm.
to make things go that way. There's uh, a part in here that you can set things like, click, I only want to look for the ones I haven't found,
Hmm.
or I have found. There's times that you might want to list, that you want to show all the ones that you did find or
Hmm.
that you did place. Are available to all users, or maybe just premium.
Hmm.
Um, are not on my ignore list. Something that drives a geocacher that's been in the biz a long time is to have that one geocache that either the geocache owner doesn't do anymore, he's not in it anymore, but it keeps showing up on your listings.
Mm.
You can flag those geocaches to ignore, and then click this and say, I only want ones that aren't on my ignore list. Found in the last 7 days. If you're tired of finding geocaches that look like they came out of the dishwasher, you know, with the lid open, just saying, maybe you only want to find the geocaches that where a find was in the last 7 days. That type of thing. Has travel bugs, or is disabled. There are different reasons why you might want to do geocaches that you own that are disabled because they need maintenance.
Yeah.
Things like that. There's a ton of different ones. We're not going to go over all of it, but just to tell you that the search criteria for pocket queries is pretty extensive, and you can get into the other stuff that you want to consider when you're going out trying to find geocaches. What's the difficulty? You could set it to 1, you could set it to 5, either for difficulty and or terrain, and then set your range. I only want to find geocaches with a difficulty between 1 and 3 and a terrain between 1 and 2,
Hmm.
because I don't have time to go out digging in the woods and all the other things that a higher terrain or higher difficulty is. So you can actually go through and set up the levels that you want of the geocaches you want to find.
Mm-hmm.
Then the real fun begins, because geocaching is all around the world. What country are you looking in? What state or province are you looking in? I mean, it's literally everywhere. And you can go from that. So there's a lot of stuff you can do from your origin. So is it none selected? Is it from your home? Is it from a particular geocache that you know of that you want to look around? Is it in a certain postal code? Is it by coordinates? There are a zillion different ways that you can put into this to say, this is where you're going to put the pin in the map, and then draw that circle around it, and then find the geocaches inside. So that's actually the next part that they get into here. Within a radius of how many miles or kilometers? I mean, if you want to go through, if you put a pin in Raleigh, North Carolina, there's somewhere in the neighborhood of 6,000 geocaches.
Mm-hmm.
You can only find 1,000 at the most in one particular, query. So don't say 100 miles around Raleigh, because you're not going to get that far out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that works. You can actually narrow down too, for the people that like the challenge caches. If you want to find a cache that was placed last week, last month, or last year, if you're into the challenge caches of finding particular dates, you could say, I want to range between September of 2005 and October of 2006, and go in there to find all the caches for that particular period. You can actually go and search out place during, which is a very, very helpful attribute. And speaking of attributes, if you want ones that have a particular attribute, like say this one right here, this guy, I want you to find all the geocaches in this particular radius that needs maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is click that on, and away you go. If you want to have something because you want kid friendly, you click on kid friendly. Or I wanted to have, not boats, if I want to have it where my pets are allowed, or I'm handicapped, spots for geocaching, you can have all these attributes turned on.
That looks like a pirate.
What looks like a pirate?
That kid.
The kid looks like a pirate?
To me.
It's a little girl with a daisy in her hair. Anywho, or it's a pirate.
No pirates.
No pirates. Which is actually this one here, Skull and Crossbones. So that one is actually, let's see if it'll highlight. No, there it is, dangerous area. So I want all the dangerous areas ones to go to. Yay! You can also put it the opposite. You can do all the attributes that you want to exclude. Like, I would really like to have it where there is, and I'm trying to look here. Where's poison ivy? There's one that's plants that you have, or I really don't want to do climbing. So any of them that say climbing, don't do these. Let's see.
What's the one to the top row right, third from the right?
That's snow.
Oh.
Those are snow caches, I believe. Winter caches. Yes, available during winter. So for your snow people out there that in Michigan that like shipping the ice out for particular ones, you can either pick ones that have certain attributes or specifically do not want these attributes. I think this one's broccoli. I'm not sure.
Broccoli? I think it's a tree.
Okay, tree climbing's involved. All right, it's not broccoli. Just saying. So yes, attributes is a major part of things that you may or may not want when you go for that. Doc Fireman was talking about ones that have horse types. There's actually an attribute in that for horses. So awesome stuff. Output 2, this is very simple. What you do is you want to have it when the pocket query is created, it is emailed to you. So you want to give the email address that it goes to, and you want it in a particular format. 99.9 in this day and age is going to use .gpx as the format. That's the one that all GPS units use. It's also the one that the majority of applications use. You can still use the topographics LOC format for certain types of maps that you might want to use. With that, I couldn't even give you an example anymore that you would use a .loc, but it's available if you need it.
Mm-hmm.
This one here is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Include Pocket Query name in a download file name. The reason why you want to have that, ours that we called in here was test. So when it gets emailed to us, the file name is going to be called really big number test, so that you can easily look at it and say, this is the file that I want to use. Otherwise, it just gives you really big number and you have no idea what it's used for.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very, very handy to have your Pocket Query name and put in with that.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get all of this done, and then you submit information or delete the query because you don't know what you're doing. And it'll say stuff like, hey, you didn't fill this out completely. Why don't you choose a point of origin so that we know where to put the pin in? Thanks, Andy, for testing this out for us on this feature to show people that they may want to put point of origin. So I'm going to put by my home location and make them happy and actually do it the way that they want to, so that they actually do it. Anyways, it comes up to the top and says, thanks, your Pocket Query has been saved. And currently results is there are 63 caches in your query. Want to see them? And I go, why, yes, thank you. And they say, wow, you're very polite. Thank you so much for talking to us as this computer application in such a nice manner. So here we go.
He's an IT guy. That's what he does.
So here it is. This, we were looking specifically for earth caches.
Mm-hmm.
So as you can see, these are all earth caches. And you can, in this particular case, have by distance, by favorite points, whether you found them or not.
19.
And that's that one we went to with the talking trees and the talking rocks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking last night about earth caches on the Geocaching Podcast. So that was the one that's only 7 miles away from us.
Yeah.
So there's that one. So there's another one here I didn't know was, it's a 4.55 called Bedrock.
Oh, that's why we're not doing it. Okay. Fair enough, man.
Here's the one right here that I want to go to on October 9th.
Yeah, Raven Rock.
And it's called Raven Rock Fall Zone.
Mm-hmm.
And you go into it, and it's a 1.5, 3, which is really no big deal. And it just goes into, and it has all this wonderful information about Raven Rock State Park and what you need to find out when to go into to this area. And apparently what you have to claim is what geological feature is seen upstream that indicates the presence of the fall zone in this area. I don't even know what a fall zone is yet. So we are going to learn about, because it tells you right up here
up there, yes,
what it is, but you actually got to go find it and then talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then post a picture of your group with your GPS in your log, which is optional, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one we're going for our souvenir for October 9th on Earth Cache Day.
Mm-hmm.
But this just very nicely comes and gives you all the different Earth caches that you can find for us in this particular case.
No, that's your queries.
Well, that's my queries. So it's
your test went away.
Yeah, my test went away. It's actually going to be coming up in a little bit, because that should actually be, let me refresh this. Here it is right here. Mm-hmm. So it hasn't been run yet, because I think I unclicked it. And then if I actually want to see the test, the query that we did, I can click on this. I can click on the map, and it will actually show where all the Earth caches are, which is neat.
Wow.
So there's a few that you can go out and find Earth caches. A lot more than I thought there were. So yeah, I mean, this is the nice thing about it. And then all you got to do is click on any one of them and bring up the cache page.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one example of how you want to do it. And again, in the pocket queries themselves, this is what I have mapped out. So there might be a few geocaches around.
So good luck.
Yeah, lots of stuff.
When you get back.
Lots of stuff. You can spend quite the career going looking for them.
Yeah, just won't get paid.
It just won't get paid, which is sad. So yeah.
Yeah, somebody actually, I was talking to somebody recently about geocaching, and she was confused as to what it was. And so I was trying not to get frustrated because I thought I was explaining it correctly. And anyway, she thought that we were getting paid to do this. No.
There's no money in podcasting.
I said, honey, there is no money in geocaching.
No.
She goes, so you do this because you like it?
Yes.
Yes.
That is why we do it.
I said, we do it because it's fun.
Yes.
Or we think it's fun.
We think it's fun.
She goes, oh.
What a concept.
Like that was a foreign idea. You need a hobby, sweetheart.
Which geocaching is. So go for it.
Don't geocache because they'll run up against you and I don't want to do
that. So here's a couple of things that you want to keep in mind about pocket queries as we wrap this up. You can create up to 1,000 queries. However, a maximum of 10 queries can be run each day. And you're going like a 1,000 queries? There are people that map the whole country, the whole state, the whole whatever. So yes, you can do up to 1,000 queries, but you can only run 10 queries can be run each day. Each query can only be run once a day. Searches with lines to them are deleted. Searches ran in the last 24 hours. Yes.
There is something wrong with the people in the area in which Cloak and Dagger lives.
Why?
There was another bomb squad cache, not his.
You know, we should just make one.
A week ago.
Is it his?
No, it's not his.
Oh, I was going to say, come on. Otherwise, you're just showing off. one bomb blowing up cache per whatever.
Now it's a commitment at this point.
So I'm thinking, why not? We were talking earlier in the show about inventing new geocaching types.
I think that should be a cache type.
The bomb squad cache.
Oh.
If you can't get a bomb squad at least once to go to the cache, you lose.
Yes.
And it becomes
and
famous.
The one who has their caches blown up the most wins.
Cloak and Dagger's already in the lead. Yay.
New goal. Yeah, really.
I'm saying.
It's hard to have a cache these days. Yeah,
apparently. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyways.
Mental note, man. Just saying.
Yep.
Sorry.
The order that.
I just had to tell that.
Thank you, honey.
It's crazy.
The order they run is based on the last time the query ran last. Priority goes to new queries first, and the other ones run in order from oldest generated. So if you have a query run once a week, it will arrive on that day much faster than someone who runs a query each day. It is recommended that you stagger your queries, or even better, create new queries only when you need them. If you don't need the files for your GPS or smartphone, you can also run your pocket queries on the search page. These are also a great way to ensure that your pocket queries are returning the results you want. Now, somebody actually had asked in the geocaching podcast, I have this third-party either iOS or Android application, and it can't find my pocket query. You have to run it at least once. So if you run your pocket query, you got to click a day and then have it so that it emails you. Once it emails you, then it's ready. It's at a state that in geocaching.com for people to actually get the pocket query and run it in the application. So, yep. Are you telling me they blew up an LPC? The cops blew up an LPC? I'm sorry that your 20 cent 35 classic, millimeter man. Container and they blew up a lamppost.
That is classic. I love it.
And I love this, and I promise I won't get on my soapbox.
Yes, you will. Here it comes.
When the police sit there and say,
"Oh no,
and
no, they didn't
blow it up.
it up.
Oh, okay.
He'd have paid money for that. Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah, blow up an entire lamppost for a 35 millimeter container. But when the police discuss this in a news article, whether it's a 35 millimeter container or a bison tube or whatever, it's always known as a device.
A device, I know.
What?
Those scary Altoids cans.
Yes, it's a device.
And I came up with that because Ping said it.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, one less LPC. So Sunny from Podcaster is going to be extremely happy about that.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, come on,
really,
folks.
Man?
Really?
Come on.
Yes. So anyways, that's how that goes.
One less LPC.
Yes. So we mix the danger of bomb squads with pocket queries.
We're gonna have to all turn into James Bond.
No, I'm just saying.
To fight off the police.
Inspector Gadget would be more like
Inspector Gadget. That'd be cool because he's got the expendable legs.
Yes. And stuff. So anyways, that's how smart how we just suddenly shifted left, shifted back, shifted left, shifted back.
Yeah.
Here we are again. So yeah.
So you got to keep up.
That's how pocket queries work. Give them a try.
It's like talking to my mom.
And I'm just gonna ding.
Hey,
and get it over.
You know what? That's
how it goes. So anyways, that's pocket queries. And if you have any questions about either that or how to get your own geocache blown up by the bomb squad, give us a buzz. We'll talk about it.
New Zealand, that's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying, New Zealand, here we come. Here we go.
Man.
This explosion in your Dollar Store parking lot was brought to you by...
Your support helps keep all of the GeoSnippits Reboot shows running along. Please consider making a PayPal donation through the link on our website to support our efforts in your ongoing entertainment before they blow us up. From all of us at GeoSnippits, we thank you. Yay, New Zealand. Yes.
Yes. I love it. The potential bomb attribute. I like that one.
That is awesome.
Have that old Wile E. Coyote TNT with the little fuse on top. I think that would be awesome.
That's hilarious.
All right. So, by the way, throw us money. I don't care. We're not proud. Just throw us money. We got this long spiel that we can go through with this. Just throw us money. If you go to geosnippets.com
just going to pot
or
now,
geosnippetsreboot.com and click on either the Patreon or the PayPal and throw us a couple bucks each month, we would greatly appreciate it. The funds, the big bills are coming towards the ends of the month. If you've already done it before, could you throw a couple more bucks our way? We'd greatly appreciate it. And again, it helps keep the lights going, helps us be able to do this craziness of which we call a podcast, of which we make no money, but we still need it to do stuff and pay the bills. So please consider that. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Let's move on.
We keeping you awake?
I am sorry. I was reading this and I gulped air at the same time.
You yawned. That's what that's called.
It is called the GeoSnippits Geocaching Cache Stash, which is anything but boring. Let me explain what this is. We have some of the best companies in the geocaching world, and they want to, quite frankly, tell you fine folks about the products of which they provide so you can go and buy them. So to do that, they send us these little packages of geocaching love, and we take them out and we say, hey, when we pick them, we will showcase your business and the products that you are giving away as prizes, and then we'll give them away as prizes. So that's how that works. That's a GeoSnippits Geocaching Cache Stash. Wife Amy, for last week's episode, we had what as a prize?
I don't remember.
Show notes.
That was last
week.
GX Proxy goodie bag.
Yay! Made of this
handy
sturdy plastic baggy construction.
Yeah, Ziploc bag that you can put your sandwich in.
Yeah, we got about 12 boxes of these, so we have
my
a
God.
few. So I'm just saying,
I
it's
may
full
have
of
gone
goodies.
overboard.
There is a lot of stuff.
Woo, pie filling.
Stay to the show notes at least some part of the time. So yes, this has all sorts of stuff.
Most of it.
This got a whistle. It's got a carabiner. It's got a UV flashlight. It's got a doggy identification travel bug tag. It's got a path tag pendant. It's got all sorts of stuff in this little baggie for you to win. So that's the prize for that. So if you'd be so kind, wife Amy, what was the question?
Oh, Rick's here now.
Oh, good. Hey, welcome.
Geocaching turned 16 this year.
Yes.
On what day?
What day did geocaching turn 16?
And ironically enough, it is my cousin's birthday.
I did not know that.
Yeah. May 2nd marks the 16th anniversary of the geocaching phenomena. Phenomena.
All right. And we actually have a link in our...
Phenomena.
We have...
Wow, I've never gotten that one before. That's great.
We have in the show notes to find all about the Celebrating Geocaching Sweet 16 information if you want it. To win this funny little thing, we have a random number generator that has a number between 1 and the total number of correct answers that were sent in. And we also have, oh, looky that, the actual questions that were sent in to us via email.
Shocking.
Go away. So we have that.
Right.
Wife Amy has a magic geocoin that she's going to flip. And what's going to happen is if it's heads, and say the number was 4, we are going to count down 1, 2, 3, 4 from the top. If it's tails, we will count up 4 from the bottom, and then that will be the winner. And that's how we add a little bit of randomness.
Still keeping you awake, huh?
A little bit of randomness to it. Wife Amy, are we going from heads down or tails up?
Tails.
All right. So I really have to count this. So if you'd get the book. Okay. Let's see. Let's find out if this person is, if you would check that out. Or do I have to get another one? Nope, we're all set.
We're good.
Okay. Our winner for episode 174 is Uncle Casher. Uncle Casher in Burlington, Kentucky. You won that fantastic little goodie bag from gxproxy.com. And congratulations. And people are saying, well, wait a minute. This is cool. How do I get this? Because we like goodies. We like geocoins. We like all these cool swag that we give away each and every week. How do we do it? Well, it's very simple. To be eligible to win a prize from the Cash Stash, all you have to do is send in your correct answers. The week of September 28th, which is next Wednesday, you need to do for this show, which is episode 175. And I'm going to put this up in the bottom third for the people to see it. I'm sorry. There you go. So basically what happens is send your answers to gsreboot@gmail.com. In the subject line, put Q1 episode 175. So again, gsreboot@gmail.com. Subject Q1 episode 175. You have to have it in by next Wednesday, September 28th. And all correct answers will be put in a drawing some weeks for the people in the live chat room. We will have a second prize. We would have done it this week, but it blew up. So instead,
there are so many bomb jokes coming.
I'm pretty sure next week, with it being the 28th, that we will do that. So make sure you stop by for the chance for winning a prize live right on the show.
Oh, now we've got people having Uncle Cracker songs. There
you go. I'm from Michigan, and Uncle Cracker is very popular there. Anyways,
I like it.
Let's talk about the prize this week for episode 175, Wife Amy.
Cash-events.com. It's a golf ball geocache and Magna Grip tool.
Yes.
Even.
So cool tool. Here is a cool cache.
It is one of those days.
It is.
Man.
This is a golf ball geocache. So it basically has a hole drilled in with a special little holder in there. You put your log into it and you seal it up and put it on a golf course and watch people go nuts. So this is a golf ball.
Starts at the first hole, ends at the 19th.
Yeah, that's it.
18th,
Geocall. I said 19th hole is where you go for the drinks. The second thing, and I thought this was really cool. It's the first time I've seen one of these. This is called a Magna Grip. It's a 4.5 power magnifier and built-in 5 fine point tweezers, excellent for splinters and ticks. And what it is the tweezers, it can fold completely out, or it can be underneath the magnifier, so that you got, when you go to get that nasty tick or splinter out, you get a better view of it with right through the magnifying glass, and you can
Magna Grip
and get your tweezers right there where you need them.
Yep.
So very cool for a tool to have in your Batman belt when geocaching.
Yes.
You
All right.
don't have a Batman belt? I'm just saying.
Here's the question.
Okay.
If someone asks you to show them your TOTTS, what are they asking you to show them?
You couldn't even say it?
Nope.
If someone asked you to show them your tots, what are they asking you to show them? That is the question. If someone is asking you to show them your TOTTS, what are they asking you to show them? And send your answers in to GeoSreboot@gmail.com. You wimped out. And question 1, episode 175. And we will find out next week, because Amy's going to show me hers and I'll show her mine. I'm just saying. That's how that works. Fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's move on. Okay, folks. Well, we hope you enjoyed the insights that we gave this week about pocket queries and their usefulness, and how they intertwine with other applications as well to make them function, so you can find the geocaches you want to find. Let us know what you think about tonight's episode. Tell us what you like, didn't like, other things that you would want to hear about, other show suggestions. We love those, because that way we know we're getting stuff out there. Instead of us guessing, we know it's stuff that you want us to talk about. So send in those show notes, send in that feedback to Wife Amy. Ask Wife Amy a question.
Oh,
and let's see what happens. That's another thing that we're going to do on this. On her segment, Ask Wife Amy a question about anything, and we'll put it on the show and see how she does with this.
Yeah.
All right.
My brain freezes.
Finally.
What's your name?
I don't know. I don't remember. Don't give me the hard ones. Tell other geocachers about our show so they can go, what are these people talking about? Let us know, because otherwise we'll just blow them up. I'm just saying. That's how that goes. Tell other geocachers about our show so they can get into this craziness as well. And we appreciate word of mouth is our best friend. And that's you fine folks. Everybody in the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast universe, tell others about us so that they can go, why are they watching this?
Yeah, exactly.
And go from there. All right, Wife Amy, go ahead and close this out.
Then you can answer the question that's at the bottom.
Okay.
I want to thank our sponsors, gxproxy.com and coinsandpins.com, plus our amazing patrons. Thanks to Andy HeadHardHat Smith, and thanks to everyone watching and the chat room. Please keep those comments coming in, y'all. See you next time.
And to answer your question, Cloak and Dagger, soon. So yes, that's good.
Christmas is coming.
Christmas is coming. Special thanks to Wife Amy for all the things she does. She keeps me young. She keeps me crazy. What can I say? She is a wonderful person, and we love her. All right, good stuff coming up. We hope that you had a good time. Make sure that you get into us your Christmas wish list for 2016, because November 19th is going to be here before you know it, and you're going to be a part of this. So be sure to check all that out. All right, good stuff. I think it's time to wrap this puppy up.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let's do this. Please be sure to join us each and every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for another episode of the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast, right here on the GeoSnippits website at www.geosnippits.com. The video version of our show is available on YouTube, and the audio version is available on iTunes, Stitcher, Blueberry, the Tech Podcast Network, Google Play, and many of your favorite podcatchers. We love hearing from our viewers and listeners, so please leave your feedback by emailing us at gsreboot@gmail.com. Visit us through our social media sites or contact us via our voicemail line at 919-341-9519 or our website Send Voicemail tab. The GeoSnippits Reboot is a HeadHardHat production and is produced by Amy and Andy Smith. This show is copyright 2016 by Andrew T. Smith. All rights reserved. And clear. All right.
They said they had a blast.
They had a blast tonight. That's good.
And we had explosive dialogue.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Nobody had a short fuse. We love it. And she snorted. All right. That's good. That's always good stuff. All right, folks. Well, thanks so much for stopping on by. We greatly appreciate it. And we're serious. If you got show notes, if you have show notes,
if you have show notes, that's awesome.
That's
it helps
great.
Him out a lot.
Yeah, it cuts my time down a lot. If you've got show suggestions, even if we've talked about them in the past, because after 3 years of doing this podcast, we've talked a lot of geocaching. Yeah, we're going to have repeats on things, but that's all part of fun because things change over time. So if you've got subjects that you want us to talk about, if you want to help out a noob that wants to learn more about a particular thing, or if you're an expert and you want to cover a particular subject, write it in, give us that feedback and let us know. And then we can do more show ideas because it's good when we have show ideas.
One of our viewers missed the entire first part because he was on last week's show.
Oh, really? Got to keep that schedule going, baby. Just keep it going. Thank you for watching, by the way.
Yes.
I'm just saying. Yes. Thank you so much for that. So, yeah, thank you, folks, and have a good one. Have a safe one out there. It's getting to fall now. It's first day of fall.
Yeah, it's still 95, but
it's
that's
still
all
95,
good.
But, in your area might be a little cooler. We hope. So, have a good one, and we will see you next week on the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. Bye-bye, folks.